First neighborhood community sale of the year. I'm gonna actually turn around here. First of the year, man. I'm out, middle of nowhere type place, and I realize I've been out here before to this community sale. I didn't find anything when I went out here, but that was maybe 2019, 2020. I remember this place specifically because it had absolutely no parking. So I've been to two sales. They were both crap. They were these ones over here. And didn't find anything, but we will see. I've just been itching to get out, trying to find some games. It's been way too long, so we'll see how we do out here, if I can even find a place to park on some of these sales. But I will keep you in the know. So this is what I'm talking about with no parking here. There's genuinely just no, you can't park. There's the orange signs for no parking, temporary police order. And then there's sales off of these streets. So it's like, I guess this, like I can't park down here. There's a no parking there. So it's like one of these things where it's like, this is miserable. The Amish, who's still gonna park there. But there's someone with games, I think, there. So I'm gonna try to figure out where I can go. Take a walk, I guess, but who knows? This is such a pain to say. Hello. Yeah, what do you have on this here?
The Nintendo DS thing?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. Did you have any games for it or any other video game stuff or anything like that?
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Ah, okay. Not quite sure where though.
Right.
Not that it's not. Just I haven't been able to get there yet.
Great, Xbox Cube.
Okay.
It's one wireless controller, and I'm not sure about this one. Honestly, try it. I have a TV on it.
$3.
You know what you wanted for the DS stuff?
Probably like $50.
Do you have the cases for any of them, or are the cases kind of long gone? Any chance at 40? Would you do 40?
Want to meet you in the middle? 45?
Yeah, I can do that.
I'd probably be at 50 for that one too. But I mean, you can look through that.
Yeah, I haven't looked too much on that one yet. Let me see here. Yeah.
Freshly baked this morning.
I'll grab the DS. Okay. Pretty decent little sale there. Spent some cash. I don't know how much is going to come up on video. Got a DS bundle, DSi, and a few solid games for 45. He wanted 50, but I was trying to get 40, but 45 is fine. He also pulled out some Wii U games I grabbed at 5 each. A little higher on those titles because those titles have all Switch ports or Switch versions, so they're not super in demand right now, but still not too bad. And got a bunch of blank tapes, which do well for me on eBay, especially blank cassette tapes. That's always one to look out for, especially Maxwell, which that was the brand, and Sony both do pretty well for me, so be on the lookout for those. TDK to a lesser extent also does pretty well, so always one to be on the lookout for. So gonna keep continuing on and hope this video isn't crap, because it's been a while since I've been out filming at the garage. So I've been out for about 2 hours now hitting these sales, and when I say I'm in the middle of nowhere, I mean I truly am just in the middle of nowhere. I'm following a sign. I think I'm out of the more neighborhoody parts and now just into the country area, and I'm following a sign for some kind of sale, but I don't think there's too much more to this town community-wide sale. I think I about hit everything out here, so if I find this sale and I find anything out you know, at it, that'll be included. But otherwise, I think we're going to just head right into the pickup recap for today for our first, you know, week of garage sailing 2024. All right, I'm here with my garage sale pickups for April 27th. My first day officially out garage selling. I went on a few, you know, to the flea market, and then I would hit maybe 1 or 2 sales, but this was my first, you know, community-wide sale, decent amount of sales hit. I went out to a place in the middle of nowhere, and I'd been out there before and didn't do well, but I did pretty all right this time. Nothing extraordinary, but solid. I look at some of these like middle of nowhere community sales. They're kind of a coin flip, where on one hand you could get a place that's, you know, no one's going to bother to go out. I had to go out, you know, all country roads to get there. There was no highway. My GPS did not take me on the highway. I even checked and was like, is this a, you know, is highways, you know, avoid highways turned on? No, it's not. Just very strange, out in the middle of nowhere type place. So you got that coin flip of, well, there's no game stores to sell your games to, so people might be sitting on that stuff, or you have the kind of, it's going to probably be a lot of old people, but this was a little bit half and half of that. There was a lot of old people sales and a lot of ones that I just skipped because you guys, if you see from the clips, parking was miserable. So there were some sales where I'm like, that looks horrible and I can't find a place to park, so I'm not going to bother. So might have missed games, might not have, but I did pretty well. I'll go through my finds here. I'm trying to do this in order. The one, you saw me get those $2 games at that one sale. There was like some schmegma on something. You can see me being like, ew, gross. Like I put my hand into something grimy there. But there were some 360 and Wii games. Picked these ones up kind of blind. Rocksmith 2014. I used to do okay with this. I don't know if it's worth anything now, or if it's sellable now, but I used to do okay with flipping this, and it was all complete and in good shape. So $2 isn't bad. And then I know SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 is the good one, but 2009 still has some value. Of course, disc only in this case. And this is one crappy case. It's a little scratched up. I couldn't really tell if it was scratched or not, so maybe not the best buy, but, you know, it's only $2. Not the end of the world. Other than that, I'll kind of save some of the cassette tape stuff. I'll talk about that, but I'll save that kind of for another part of the video, just to not bore people who are only wanting games. But if you want some flipping advice, I've done well with cassette tapes. But I found this guy out. I almost didn't stop at the sale, but you saw this on video. I pulled my camera out because I just found this sitting in a little bin there. They didn't, for some reason, want to sell me the Wii remote. It was like a fake Wii remote anyway, so I wasn't really too interested in it. But missing stylus, only $15 though, but you can see the screen's in pretty good shape. Doesn't have a charge right now, but I mean, it seemed like it was adult owned, and I don't see why it would not work. But $15, I'm willing to take the risk. And then the one sale I spent a decent amount of time on, I got those tapes. But then I asked about games, and he brought some stuff out. He said they must have had their sale. So the whole community sale was Saturday, but I know some people did open up on Friday, but I have work, so can't go on. I cannot go garage selling Thursdays and Fridays until the end, you know, June and everything. So that's kind of what the garage sale is looking like. The garage sale season looks like for me. But he said, like, oh, you know, he didn't bring all of it out, so he went in. I waited around a little while. He brought in an Xbox. He wanted $50, which wasn't a bad deal for that bundle. I just wasn't really interested. There wasn't really much for me there. But I did grab his DS bundle. It's in this case, which is it feels a little overboard for a case this kind of hard for a DSi. But had the charger, pink DSi, in nice shape. This one had the stylus, so that's always a plus. And yeah, looked pretty good. So had a few games in here as well. Nothing mind-blowing, but I asked him if he had cases, but he said they were long gone, so that's a shame. But nothing mind-blowing on the games, but I will go through them. Mario Kart DS. Somehow I don't have an empty case. So this next one here, I have 9 empty cases for New Super Mario Brothers. So I'll be able to complete this when I, you know, sell it. But yeah, 9 empty cases for this one. So that one got completed. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Mobilized, the Call of Duty on DS. And then just Club Penguin and pets, dogs, whatever. So not the most exciting little bundle of games, but he wanted 50. I offered 40. He said 45. I figured that's not bad. That's not a bad deal. Stuff's in good shape, so can't complain on that as well. And then he said, oh yeah, and then he went over to a box full of some games. He pulled out some Wii U games. So there was some Skylanders stuff I left behind, as you can see in the video. I didn't see any like the Diamond Base Imaginators figures that I know are kind of, worthwhile, but I just grabbed the Marios. 5 a piece on these is a little high right now, at least. These ones aren't going for a whole lot just because they're ported elsewhere to the Switch. But New Super Mario Bros. U, never bad to get, never bad to see. Super Mario 3D World and the Mario Maker. Kind of cool that it was in the outer box. I don't know if it has the idea book. I just checked quickly. It doesn't look like it has the idea book, so the outer box is kind of worthless there. But Super Mario Maker. So $5 each isn't horrible on those, so good to see there. And then I'll talk a little bit about the cassettes. If you're not interested, you can click off now, but I do all right with these for flipping, so I figured I'd give people advice. So sealed, like VHS and audio cassettes, blank ones when they're sealed do pretty all right for me. These were a blind buy. These Sony ones aren't the most valuable. I do better with the audio ones, but they weren't the most valuable. $5. This can probably get 20 out of this, and might sit for a while. I've had some difficulties. Sometimes they're accepted as media mail, and then sometimes they aren't, and it's weird. So I don't know. Just keep that in mind. This is a 12-pack, was going for like $30. This is going to be heavy to ship probably, but I only paid $5 for this as well, and can't complain on that. And then I got these. These guys are pretty good. I don't know, a couple years ago, it was like a November 2022 type find. A couple years ago, I got a box of sealed cassettes of different kinds, and made like $200 off of them. There is 36 of these each. He said 50 cents each on these, and I just said there's 36. Can I have the box for $15? And he was good with that. But like lots of 6 of these go for like about $20. So there's some okay value. And these are, sealed stuff's easy to list, easy to sell, and there's a market for it. They don't, make them officially anymore. So if you want to use these, I know doctors still sometimes use these to like record onto, so there's definitely a market for them. So just something to look out for. I find them pretty regularly, and just 1 or 2 of them are not going to be worth it, but if you can build lots of sealed ones of these, you're good. And they all have the barcode too, so scan the barcode on eBay. And then I grabbed these. Sony and Maxwell are the brands that I've seemed to have done the best with, and I found these Sony ones at a sale. This sale's not on tape because this is the only thing or on film because this is the only thing I found. But the high fidelity ones also do pretty well. So, and these were sealed. I don't know. A lot of people just have these things sealed. I don't know if they just bought a bunch and then never used them. Sounds like the guy I bought these from, he said he got them from his brother. His brother had an operation, he said. So it sounds like he was like pirating VHS tapes and stuff, but interesting. But that's it for the garage sale start of the year. It might be a shorter video, but I figured I wanted to get something out, and hopefully the garage sales, flea market, all that stuff's going to start picking up, and that it can be an interesting year. But I'd say this is a pretty decent start. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment down below if you've been able to find anything or if you've been able to get out to the garage sales yet. And until next time, I'd like to thank you for watching.